Okay, so for those of you out there, we're recording us a bit right now. Hi, and thanks for coming to watch this video from Carolina Varsity. We're taking a look at the 2016 NCHSAA playoffs, and now we're taking a look at the 4A bracket. And we'll do this similar to how we did the others. We're just going to, this go round, we're just going to tell you what the report says and then give you a personal prediction. And we're going to start out in the East Mid-East. We've got number 1 Scotland being predicted to win versus number 8 Newbern. That's 11-0 Scotland, 5-5 Newbern, 29-0. And I'm picking Scotland.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Scotland's just got too much talent. Newbern, we know them back from the independence days, but kind of rebuilding right now.
And next we got Mid-East number 5 71st, who is 9-2. They're playing number 4 Southeast Raleigh, who is 8-3, and the report is predicting a 30-23 71st win. And I think I'd probably go with 71st as well.
Yeah, you talk about Fayetteville football versus Raleigh football. I respect Fayetteville a little bit more than Raleigh. 71st 9-2, playing in a tough conference down there. Southeast Raleigh 8-3, they're the host, but I like 71st as well in that one.
And then we got Hillside, who is 9-1, the Mid-East number 3. And they're playing the East number 6 Hoggard, and personally, I think Hillside is probably one of your favorites to be looking to make a run. They are predicted to win this ball game 34-16, and I'm taking Hillside.
Yeah, I agree with Hillside. Hillside, year in and year out, they have athletes, they have speed. Hoggard, coming down from the coast, they're a traditional power, but Hillside's the host. I like them as well.
And then finally, in this half of the pod, we've got number 2 East Rose, who is 6-4. They're playing number 7 Person, who is 7-4 also. And the report is predicting a pretty close ball game here. They're predicting Rose to win this ball game 53-45. And honestly, I don't know, but I kind of like Rose.
Yeah,
tradition.
Rose is the tradition there. But I'll tell you something about Person. I actually know a little bit about Person. Their head coach back in the day, we were at Harding. They scheduled. Well, they called us because we might have played in the next playoff game, and we both ended up losing. But all that being said, I do like Rose as well.
Okay, down in the other pod, we've got the East number 1 New Hanover, who is 7-4, and they're playing the number 8 out of the Mid-East, Northern Durham, who is 5-6. The report is predicting a 24-16 New Hanover win. I'm going to say don't be surprised at a Northern Durham upset here.
That's really interesting. A number 1 at 7-4. They're the host. I'm going to go with New Hanover just because they're the host, but right. Northern Durham, they do have talent. They do have athletes. That's going to be a very close game. I do agree with that score prediction.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very close. Then we got number 4 out of the Mid-East, Cardinal Gibbons, who is playing number 5. They're hosting out of the East, D.H. Connelly. And Gibbons is 10-1, and Connelly is 8-3. This is predicted to be a very close and a very high-scoring game of Gibbons winning 55-49.
There's actually a thread about this game in our 4A forums, and I've seen some scores from Connelly, and they've been in some wild and crazy shootouts. Yep. You got, it's hard to say, man. I got to go with Connelly. They've shown an ability to consistently put up those kind of points. Predicting a high-scoring game, they're comfortable in that environment. I'm going to go with them as the winner.
Over 100 points is what the report thinks is going to happen in that ball game. That's amazing. Okay, and then we got number 6. We have number 3 out of the East, West Johnston, hosting, who is 9-1, hosting number 6, Pine Forest. 7-4, and the report is predicting a West Johnston 39-10 win, and I'm picking West Johnston as well.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Pine Forest is an average team out of that Mid-Eastern area. I like West Johnston.
Yeah. And then finally, we got number 2 out of the Mid-East, Cape Fear, who is hosting, who they're 11-0, and they're hosting number 7 Clayton, who is 6-5, and the report's predicting a 42-7 win, and I think Cape Fear wins the game.
Yeah, I did some research on Cape Fear after we saw that they were undefeated, and they're playing